Algebra 1, Section 8, Section 7, Factoring Special Products. A trinomial in the form of a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, or a squared minus 2ab plus a squared, is a perfect square trinomial because it is a result of squaring a binomial. If we are attempting to factor x squared plus 6x plus 9, the form our answer will have is a plus b squared, because each of the terms in the trinomial is positive. Let's work problem 10 to justify. First we'll write the original expression. Then we'll write the third term as a perfect square. Rewrite the middle term as 2 times the first term coefficient times the last term coefficient. And finally we'll write the expression as a square of a binomial. Can you use this process to determine the answer to both 11 and 12? Please pause this video, try it, and then restart this video to see where it's at. Looking at 64t squared and 81. 64t squared square rooted is 8t. 81 square rooted is 9. Since the middle term is a negative, we need to have a negative 9. Looking at problem 12, the square root of 36h squared is 6h. The square root of 25 is 5. Since the middle term is a positive, we must have a plus 5. Our second key concept is factoring a difference of two squares. Looking at the factor form of v squared minus 100, we need to realize that this expression is a binomial, the expression is a difference, and both terms are perfect squares. Because of this, we can use the difference of two squares rule. Using that, we can factor v squared minus 100. Since they're both squares, we're going to look at the square root of v squared, v, and the square root of 100, 10, and realize because there's a negative sign, one has to be positive and one has to be negative. So our factored version is v minus 10 times the quantity v plus 10. So what is the factored version of 25d squared minus 64? First ask yourself, is each term of the expression a perfect square? Yes. So look at the square root of the first term, the 25d squared, that's 5d, and look at the square root of the second term. The square root of 64 is 8, and because it's a difference, make one positive and one negative. Your first step in doing any factoring should be look for a common factor that can be factored out. That should always be the first step. So we're going to practice a problem like that. What is a common factor of 12 and 48? Well, the greatest common factor of 12 and 48 is 12. So we're going to factor that out first. So we're left with 12 times the quantity, t squared minus 4. Now, both t squared and 4 are perfect squares, and they're written as a difference. So we can factor that out using our newest rule. So the factored form of 12t squared minus 48 is 12 times the quantity, t plus 2, times the quantity, t minus 2. Do the lesson check and bring any questions you have with you tomorrow.